Hello kids, today we will talk about work, force and energy. First we will learn what we mean by work and force. Before we start, let us watch this nice theater show.
Huh? You.
So what did we learn here?
Few things I observed, teacher. The thin boy had lesser energy, so he was able to move the ball to a little distance. The strong boy had more energy, hence, he was able to move the ball to a larger distance.
Good observation, Aman. But how did you deduct that a thin boy had less energy or a strong boy had more energy? Why energy? Why not something else?
Teacher, my mother says if I drink milk every day, I will get more energy and then I can play well in my cricket match.
Good correlation, Aman. Let us see what happened in this video. The thin boy had lesser energy. Maybe he doesn't drink milk every day. So he applied less push and hence the ball moved to a lesser distance. The strong boy had more energy. Maybe he must be drinking milk every day. So he applied more push and hence the ball moved to a bigger distance or a greater distance, right? So there are three things: energy, push, and distance by which the ball moved. Let us learn each of these three things in detail. Say if a chair is lying in front of you and you want to move it away, what do you have to do? Will the chair move by itself? You can say, hey chair, move. Does it happen like that? No way, right? You have to make an effort. You have to push the chair away. Of course, someone else can make the effort on your behalf and push it away, but the important thing is effort is required by you or someone to push it. Otherwise, chair will not move. Similarly, if you want to move the chair towards you, you have to make an effort to pull it towards you, correct? This effort to push or pull is called as force. You cannot move an object without using force. force is needed to pull or push something. For example, you cannot push a ball without using force. To move a light object like pencil when you do writing, you have to use less force. And to move a heavy object like table, you have to apply more force. There are different type of forces which we experience every day. Let us look at one of the most important force. You know, we live on the earth's surface and earth is spherical in shape, like a very big ball. More than half of the earth is water. But have you wondered, does this water fall off the ball? No. Let's take another example. Different people live in the different parts of the earth. Some on the upper part of this big ball called as earth, some on the lower part, some on the sides. If we jump, do we continue to go up and up in the sky? Or the people who are living on the lower side, they fall off the earth? No, right? This doesn't happen. But have you wondered why? This is because of a strong man that is present at the center of the earth. Let us look at what this strong man does. He pulls all the things towards it, as if your legs are tied with a rope whose other end is strongly held by this strong man. So you jump up in the air very high and he pulls down back to the ground. Say you are living at the bottom of this big ball, you don't fall off because this strong man pulls you towards the center. This strong man is our gravity man. That is, the force which pulls other object towards it is called as gravitational force. This is a natural force which we experience every day. Without it, we will be floating in the air like balloons. This is also the force which keeps the water on the ground. Now I know you must be wondering, if gravity pulls all objects to the center of the earth, how does a rocket fly up and up to go into the space? Correct? This is because a rocket is attached to big energy boosters that allow rocket to apply huge force that pushes the rocket up in the sky. Yes, the gravity man tries to pull it back, but it can't. Because the force that is pushing the rocket up is more than the force by which the gravity man is pulling it down. And hence, the rocket continues to go up and up and up till it is out of the control of gravity man, and then it can freely float in the space by turning off its boosters without worrying of gravity man pulling it down. We will explain about this more in detail in the next chapter. You might have seen the picture of an apple falling down from an apple tree on a man's head, and then the man thinking, why did the apple fall down from the tree instead of going up? This man was Sir Isaac Newton, who discovered gravitational force.